All right. Good morning, everyone. We have the final backyard ballers drop of the year, and this one looks kind of crazy. I mean, we're gonna get started with some of the lower cards, but this one does look kind of crazy. I can't even lie. So we have who's the first guy here? Where is I guess it'd be like Kevin Williams. So we have the left tackle Kevin Williams. Again, I'm not sure what abilities these dudes get. They don't show on my GG, unfortunately. If anyone in the chat knows what Kevin Williams gets, just let me know. Because, I mean, I wish MudGG would tell us, but they just don't. They simply just don't. I know what some of the, the high overall guys get, but these dudes I have no clue. But does he look solid? I mean, he's pretty solid. He pulled Randy. Hey, let's go, man. But he looks pretty solid. He does look pretty solid. 93 run block, 90 pass block. Yeah, I mean, he can definitely hold his own out there if you need him to. Also, I mean, decent speed, but he's a left tackle, so... Kevin Williams, we had Antonio Gates here, left end. Good finesse moves, does miss the block shed by 1 and the tackling at 88, 91 speed, 89 acceleration, and does get Chargers chems off the edge. And next up, we have 93 Cadarius Toney, who does get Gen 2, and Gen 2 is right here on the quarterback release list, so it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy, but it should still be a little bit usable. Hopefully, and he also does come with Fearless and Human Joystick. So with the Fearless, the throw under pressure simply just doesn't matter. But if you play on current gen, that joystick's gonna be actually usable. On next gen, you're not gonna feel any kind of difference. But yeah, joystick on current gen is much more seeable than it is on. I mean, you don't even see it on next gen, honestly. Like, you don't at all. But yeah, I guess you can run Fearless. What is it? Fearless pass lead. Yeah, you also can put pass lead on him too, so he's actually pretty good. Like you can legitimately run Cadarius Toney, and that is for how much AP is it? I gotta activate it first. Hold on, I'm on the game on my other screen right now. I have Cadarius Toney ready to go. I want to see how much AP all his abilities are with pass lead. It's gonna be 8 AP, which is actually not bad. That's actually not terrible. So Cadarius is probably better at quarterback than he is at receiver, honestly. But we also have 93 Kevin McGuire. He gets film study and tip drill for, I think, 5 AP, 88 speed. This card isn't anything crazy. Does weigh 289. He's 6'4". Good hit power, good block shed, good impact block. And also has 80 zone for some reason. Yeah, Moss's price is dropping. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. But yeah, here's Kevin. I mean, does get Seahawks, Titans, and Jets chems. Yo, the Titans theme team, they ate today, bro. They absolutely ate today. So now we have our 94s, and I think we got 195 today as well. We have 94 Patrick Peterson. He's a wide receiver. 96 speed's pretty nice. Does get Cardinals and Vikings chems. Hits 3 thresholds. He's 6'1", 202 route runner. And does anyone know what abilities he gets? Does anyone know what abilities Patrick Peterson gets? I might have to go check on Twitter. This one's low-key important to check. He gets playmaker and return man, so probably not worth it. Playmaker, return man, I think it's for 4 AP. That's probably not worth running unless you're gonna run playmaker. But like return man, especially on next gen, you're not gonna feel anything. Any of these change of direction, adding abilities like grab and go or return man or joystick, you're not gonna feel on next gen. So it's probably not worth running, but. He does have good stats. He definitely has some good stats. I will say that. Okay, next up, we have... Let's go with Devin Hester. 95 overall. Devin Hester comes with flat zone, and I believe it's short route KO. So some pretty decent abilities for, I guess they want you to put Hester in the slot. And again, they gave these out-of-position corners some pretty good tackling stats, which is pretty interesting. But does get Bears, Falcons, Ravens, and Seahawks chems. 95 man, 93 zone, 94 press, 95 speed. Obviously, can return kicks as well. And I'm sure this card is pretty good after the catch or after the interception as well. So, Devin Hester does stand at 5'11", by the way. And he's 190. Okay, now we have one of the masters. And, dude, Trent Williams. This card looks ridiculous. He does come with, I believe it was, I know it's honorary lineman. What was the other ability? Honorary lineman and identifier for 2 AP, which is, hey, that's pretty solid, man. Identifier is a very underrated ability in my opinion. But 97 trucking obviously can air truck. 90 speed at 6'5", 320 is kind of ridiculous. Does get Commanders and Niners chems. 97 acceleration, good awareness, good strength. The impact block's there, the lead block's there, the run block stats are there, obviously. Can even pass block. This card is kind of crazy, bro. This card is, I mean, if you use a fullback, this dude should be on your team. Because not many can move like him at this size with these stats. He's going to be nasty for sure. So I'm definitely excited to get him on the team. Next up, we got 97 Julio. This card is also just insane. Oh, and yes, chat, they did give him just disgusting. I mean, I had a feeling that they were going to give him good run support stats because he's a run support safety. But 94 hit power, 95 pursuit, 95 block shed, 90 tackling, can play man, can play zone, can press. The hands are obviously there. He's 6'3", 220 at safety. He's kind of like a buffed Sean Taylor. That's kind of what he's like. He's just like a buffed Sean Taylor at the end of the day. That's all he really is. And he also does get Acrobat and Deep Zone KO for 2 AP. So very good abilities. Especially if you're going to play him over the top. Deep Zone KO is pretty good. And then, yeah, Acrobat is also just amazing. Chat, is Julio the best, dude? Is Julio the best that we've seen from this drop? Is there a card better than Julio? I actually don't know. This guy can do everything at 6'3", free safety, 220. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better guy than him. He might be the best guy. He might be. And then finally, last but not least, we got 98 Randy Moss. I mean, yeah, this card's pretty good too, though. The only problem with Randy is his abilities. He does come with, where do I sell wide receiver Dion and wide receiver Hester for Julio? But Julio's really that good. Is Randy? Oh, Randy also does have some run support, which is actually very nice. I was hoping Randy had run support, and he does. So 82 tackling on Randy, 87 hit power, 97 pursuit, 88 block shed. Does get Niners, Patriots, Raiders, Titans, and Vikings chems at 6'4", 210. So, I mean, if you're adding Randy Moss and Julio to your secondary today, it's going to be a long day for the offense, man. You have a 6'3" free safety that can stop the run and a 6'4" corner that can also stop the run and play man and play zone and can press and has crazy speed and can, I guess, return kicks too. Yo, this drop was kind of crazy. This drop was kind of crazy, man. I mean, EA did a pretty good job at, capping off this promo for sure. The only problem with Randy is his pre-baked abilities. He does get, I believe it's deep zone KO. It's like deep zone KO and mid zone KO, or mid zone KO and deep zone, or sorry, mid route KO. It's like mid route KO and something like that. That's the only problem with Randy, that he does not get Acrobat or Pick Artist. And if you want to run Acrobat on him, it is going to be 4 AP, which does kind of suck. Like that kind of sucks. My defense better be 6'4" Julio, 6'4" Randy, 6'7" Jimmy, and 6'8" Ted. That's crazy, bro. That is actually crazy. Yeah, this might be the best drop. You had a good receiver. 3 thresholds as far as route running goes, 96 speed. You got Devin Hester at corner, which is a pretty cool card for sure, especially on one of his theme teams. I mean, this Trent Williams card is going to be just insane. Like, dude, William Perry went crazy for me because of his weight and because of his lead block and his impact block. I can only imagine what Trent Williams is going to do when he literally has 90 speed. This card, I don't see a fullback beating him. Like, if you want a fullback that can straight up like help you in the run game, I don't know how they're going to make a better card than Trent. I mean, there might be some fullbacks that are better like with the ball in their hands, but as far as helping out your run game, I don't know how they're gonna make better than Trent. I mean, Randy Moss could be better if they make him a golden ticket and they give him some better abilities. And then Julio too. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be tough to beat. Yeah, and honestly, if you are trying to buy Randy Moss, I think just be patient. He is in rerolls, so he should get down to at least 400K. I think if you want to buy him, I wouldn't buy him until like 400K to like 350. But people are saying that he's kind of staying up because he is Randy Moss. But I think after like the first wave of buyers kind of go by, his price is gonna sink because he's in rerolls, man. He's in rerolls. If it was just packs, then maybe, his price would definitely stay higher. But the fact that he's only in rerolls, yeah, his price will sink, man. It'll happen. Just be patient. Will I sell Dickerson for Julio? That is the weirdest question of all time. Julio is that guy, but I don't know. If you like, I don't know. Do you need I don't know. It's just a crazy question. Yeah, I don't know. All right, well, that is going to do it for the Backyard Ballers Part 4. Is it worth it video? If you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications. And yes, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.